Turning now to our GMA3 real estate report, everything we need to know about the current housing market and more.
It's a lot to know, and who better to walk us through the state of real estate than the founder of the Corcoran Group and Barbara in your pocket. She needs no introduction. Please welcome back to the studio, Barbara Corcoran. Good to see you.
Thank you. Nice seeing you too.
Of course. So the Fed decided to hold rates steady last month. What does that mean for the housing market?
It's a little disappointing because a lot of people thought rates would come down this year. But what it does as an exact effect right now is homeowners are going to hold on to their low interest rates that they already have, not put their houses on the market. There's going to be a shortage of houses on the market, and prices are going to go up. So it's all bad news. But you have to have a good question in there.
So I always ask you this, I feel like, but is it better to rent or buy? This is like such a big financial decision for people. So what should we be looking at as we try to choose what to do here?
Well, rents have gone up by 19% in the last 5 years, and house prices have gone up for 54%. So it's cheaper in most towns, certainly, to rent than to buy. But buying offers you a lot. It offers you a chit in the game. It offers you depreciation. It offers you forced savings, which a lot of people discredit, but I have found as a real estate broker, it's very important.
Yeah, because they say when you're renting, it's like throwing money down the toilet.
Well, you feel a little foolish. You can't hang the picture on the wall exactly when you want it, or do the kitchen renovation, or you don't want to spend the money on it. You know, I think it's generally, but I think you have a list of where it's cheaper to rent. So let's give them their credit, okay? In San Francisco, Seattle, Salt Lake City, and New York City, it's still cheaper to rent an apartment than if you were to buy an apartment. And it's much more expensive. It's cheaper to buy in New Orleans, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Miami, and Memphis. Those are the winners there.
Let's talk about the California wildfires. Of course, it's put the home insurance policies in the spotlight. What do we need to know?
You need to know that we need some solution for the insurance coverage in the state. And everybody's working hard at it. All the citizens are coming together. The big business people have formed coalitions. The federal government is supporting California. But the real issue that nobody's really addressing is the cost of home ownership. The big insurance companies have gone up and asked for a 25% raise, and a lot of people are not willing to give it, but they need the money to insure. My neighbor, where I lost my home in Pacific Palisades, lost her insurance 2 weeks before the fire because she was 10 days late on her payment. And the man right next to me doesn't even have insurance. This is a crucial problem for California, and one that has to be dealt with.
10 days late.
Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned your neighborhood. You were directly impacted by
I
these
lost
fires.
my home. I mean, it's so tragic. It was like losing a sweetheart somehow. You know, I don't think I'll ever get over it.
Sorry to hear that.
But people had it worse than I did, and we started a GoFundMe site because people just needed simple things to survive, like their first month's rent or a walker or anything that would just help them along. But it's amazing how that community has come together. Everybody's joining hands. It's really like a love fest there for one another.
So back to home insurance. What's your best advice when purchasing a home? And you have areas like that where home insurance companies are saying, no, we don't want to insure you.
They have the right to cancel. You have to realize that once you get the insurance, you might think you're all set, but they have the right to cancel. But you have to really price out policies because rates vary from this to this. It's amazing the different costs you'll be. And you have to be prepared to constantly move around on insurance companies. By the way, I should also mention something I haven't done that I did after the fire for sure, or I'm always going to do again, is you can have your bank pay your insurance company. And that's better because it's an automatic payment and you won't miss a payment.
That's a really good piece of advice. Barbara Corcoran, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Nice to be here.
And if you would like to get more of Barbara's amazing advice, you can catch up with her and her community of entrepreneurs on Barbara in Your Pocket.
We love it
They're
when she's
in my
here.
pocket.